Thank you for joining me again. So I am back again today with another do-it-yourself recipe. This time it's a do-it-yourself liquid matte lipstick, and it is a great recipe. It was surprisingly easy. Didn't take a lot of ingredients. Most of them you probably have on hand already, and it turned out amazing. I'm actually wearing it now, if you can see. And I'll swatch it for you and everything. But so how I made it, I just took this little container here. This is what I mixed it in. It's like empty now because I transferred it into a bottle. But I started out with about about 2.5 pumps of liquid matte foundation. It has to be matte foundation and a liquid matte foundation. A little less than a teaspoon of coconut oil, and then whatever color loose pigments I would dump in, or if you wanted to use an old eyeshadow palette, you can scrape that into there and then mix that all together really well, especially if you used eyeshadow from a palette. Make sure that there's no chunks and that it's blended smoothly into the concoction, and then you just keep adding foundation and pigment until you get the color and consistency of a liquid matte lipstick. And it really was that simple. And then, ideally I would have had empty lipstick bottles that I could have put it into. That's the one container for do-it-yourself cosmetics that I don't own. So what I did is I took an old lip gloss and cleaned that out. It was a very cheap lip gloss, so it was so sticky it got everywhere as I was cleaning it out, on everything I touched. The only thing that would clean it up off of everything is my Garnier Fructis Micellar Water. And I put it in this tube. This isn't the actual color of the matte. I was able to get all the lip gloss out except for a very thin film that stick into the very inside, but it's not in the tube. It has no effect on the lipstick that I made. So, and the amount that I made, it filled this all the way with just a teeny bit left over. And I'll keep that in that container, and I'll apply it from here when I'm doing my makeup at home until this is empty, and this will go with me in my makeup bag. So let me do a quick swatch for you. You can see, do another one. So that's the color I made, and really, it's a nice nudish color, and you can't see on the camera really, but there's a hint of peach in it. What I used was mostly loose pigments. I used a really bright, iridescent pink loose pigment. I used the iridescent peach loose pigment, a dark purple loose pigment, and then I did scrape some eyeshadow off an old palette. It was a really deep color, but it was a cross between purple and pink, and mixed all that together. And I did The only thing I would change is next time I would use a little less coconut oil, because I had to keep adding foundation in it to get it to the right thickness that I wanted it at. Um, even even almost a teaspoon of coconut oil made it just a little too liquidy for my taste, and I just had to keep adding foundation, foundation, foundation. I was lucky I had that foundation on hand, because I'm not a matte foundation person. If I use foundation, I like the CoverGirl Luminous Outlast. Um, and then in the summertime, I'm always wearing like the Aveeno Tinted Moisturizer, which has like a luminous finish to it. Um, but again, like that's the color, and when you first put it on your lips, it will look shiny like that, but then it does dry down to a matte. And I've had it on for about 2 hours now. I've drank some soda, snacked a little bit, and so it's got like good setting power. I mean, it's got some good setting power to it. The only reason it looks shiny is because I do have a pop of gloss in the center of my lips. Otherwise, like if you can see the sides of my lips, getting all up on you. I mean, so it was a great recipe, and I went online and I ordered a whole bunch of iridescent mica powders, and I ordered a big bag of gel base to make lip gloss, and so as part of my Christmas packages for some of the women in my life, I'll make them different colors of liquid matte lipsticks, and I'll make them a holographic lip gloss that matches the color to put over it. And I think that is going to be an amazing gift. I did a lot of studying on how to make holographic lip glosses. It's so easy, and it turns out so amazing and looks great. Like, I made sure I ordered like the colors that I figured I'd be making lipsticks in, like for the younger girl, like for the teenage girl, my teenage daughter, my niece, like younger girls. Of course, like my mom and my mother-in-law, they don't want the holographic stuff. Like they're too old for the glitter and holographic, but they'll definitely get a matte lipstick because they do both wear them. So I just wanted to share this recipe with you because I found it, like I said, easy. I had all the ingredients on hand. You gotta make sure when you use the coconut oil that it's unfractionated coconut oil, just as a side note. But a lot of women have those ingredients on hand already, because the coconut oil is something that a lot of women use for so many different things, whether it be hair treatment, for their skin, matte foundation. Most of these, I'm sure, will have, unless you're like me and you were luminous. I just happened to have a matte foundation that a company sent me to sample and review, and I used it once, stored it away, and when I saw the recipe for this, like, the light bulb went off. I'm like, oh, I do have a matte foundation. But even if you have to go buy one to make it, you can buy like the cheapest bottle you can find. It really won't, like, it does not have to be the quality of the foundation won't affect the outcome of the lipstick. It's not like it's going on your face. So, and then, like I said, like, eyeshadow palette. I mean, I know it's hard, like, sometimes, the only reason I used eyeshadow from palette, because it's a palette that I know I'm never going to touch again. I know that sometimes when you make things that require pigment from eyeshadow, it can be heartbreaking to scrape into those, into the pans of eyeshadow. But I have such a large collection of loose pigments that thankfully I don't have to do that. For these types of recipes, I can use my loose pigments, and they actually give off a more pigmented color, to be honest with you. So, if you have ever done this before, and you have a slightly different variation of a recipe, I'd love to hear it in the comments. If you've never tried it and you try my recipe, let me know how it, like what color you used and how it turned out for you, whether you liked it or it wasn't for you. But I mean, it's really no different from any of the other liquid mattes I use on a daily basis. And the good thing is, like, you can control the opacity of it. You can make it the color as light or as dark as you want, you know, by adding the amount of eyeshadow or pigment. So you get to choose your own color and choose your own level of pigmentation. So that's that. And this I thought this was neat to do too, right after posting the do-it-yourself for the lip exfoliator that I did the other day. They kind of go hand in hand. And when the ingredients do come in to make my holographic lip glosses, I will definitely share that with you. I am so excited to be making them. But that it could be a month or more before they get here. So, once again, let me know how it turns out for you in the comments, and if you would like to see any other do-it-yourself videos, whether it be do-it-yourself honey facial soap bars or lotion bars. I usually do lavender vanilla lotion bars, but I can do any kind, like, you can use any essential oils you want. I just tend to do the lavender vanilla because with the lavender, it just has so many more beneficial benefits for your skin, and then the vanilla just gives it like that nice added smell to it. So let me know, and thank you for tuning in. Good luck with the recipe. I hope you find it as astounding as I do, and that it saves you some money in the future. Have a good day.